The Ape Canyon Trailhead, located northeast of Woodland, Washington, is about a 1 hour and 15-minute drive from I-5. Welcome to Mount St Helens. This will be your first view that you'll get of Mount St Helens from the trail. We started our ride from the Ape Canyon Trailhead, and Ape Canyon Trail is mostly an old growth forest. It's not real technical. There are some minor technical areas which consist of mostly rocks and roots. It's got pretty good flow to it, and the tread is kind of like a loose dirt, and corridors are wide. Here's some folks we ran across that were working on the trail today. As you get about 2 miles in, you're going to hit these switchbacks, which the trail gets a little steep in this area, so good physical condition helps out here. This is one of the lahars that come down off of the mountain, and you'll kind of be riding beside it for a good ways up. As you approach kind of the top, I guess you might say, of Ape Canyon, the trail becomes more desolate, and you'll be riding from here on out in the blast zone and the pumice field of Mount St Helens. Now, this little section here was a section where they have a dismount sign, because up here to the right is a steep drop-off with some loose rock, so you might want to take it easy through here. Right here is where we turned right and actually began the Plains of Abraham trail. And one thing I want to mention too is the Ape Canyon Trail got its name from the canyon there called Ape Canyon, and it got its name from Bigfoot, because supposedly that's where the legend of Bigfoot started. We didn't see no Bigfoot, so maybe, I don't know if Mount St Helens took him out or not. Once we made it to a hill where there was some railroad ties going down the opposite side of the hill, we pretty much turned around and went back. But from that hill, you get a great view of Mount St Helens and the volcanic crater. And one good thing about being on Ape Canyon, being on Plains of Abraham, are these just spectacular views of the forest and the mountains surrounding the area. As far as technical riding goes on Plains of Abraham, these little washes and things like this here are probably the worst because of all the loose rock and just huge, gigantic rocks that are in the way. Both the Plains of Abraham and Ape Canyon trails seem to be really well maintained and easy to follow. Here we're coming back down Ape Canyon, and it's just super fast, super fun. I'd say overall the Ape Canyon and Plains of Abraham trails are well maintained. Nothing really super technical other than the little washes on Plains of Abraham. And the tread's wide, corridors are wide, and the tread, loose dirt, loose rock, pumice, lava rocks, your normal stuff. This ride was probably my favorite ride out of all the ones we did on this trip. I'd definitely go back if I ever make it back to Washington. If you're ever in the Woodland, Cougar area of Washington, definitely take the time to go do this trail. What we rode was part of an IMBA Epic trail. I'd say this trail would be good for probably intermediate and up rider. Definitely be in good physical shape to do it.